Sir? Sir, excuse me po. Kayo po ba si David Licauco?
Yeah, bakit?
Nag-interview po kasi kami ng iba't ibang...
School of Discarte?
Yes po, sir.
I'm a big fan of your work, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Ba't kayo dito?
Sir, okay lang po ba kayo may interview? Siyempre, iba po yung industry nyo. Baka pwede tayong makapagbigay kahit konti lang sa mga viewers natin.
Yeah, for sure. Ikaw pa. Idol ko to eh. Gusto mo dun sa loob para
Okay, sige po.
tao, mas
Apo.
relax tayo.
Mas maganda po, sir. Para po sa mga hindi nakakalam, sir, ano po yung industry natin?
I'm in the entertainment industry and F&B, food and beverage.
Ano po yung pinakamalaking kinita natin sa isang taon?
Hirap ng tanong mo, pare ah. Saan ba? Sa entertainment or sa...
Sa lahat, sir. Sa lahat.
Gusto mo hulaan?
10 million?
Higher, siguro.
30?
Higher, yeah.
50?
Somewhere, ikaw na lang siguro, yeah.
Somewhere there. Gano'n na po ba tayo katagal sa showbiz at saka sa pagbe-business?
Showbiz, I started 2017. Business naman, 2019.
So, halos magkasabay lang, no? 2 years after.
Yeah.
So, nakuha ba natin yung pera natin sa pagbe-business dun sa showbiz din?
Oh, actually, lahat ng kinikita ko sa showbiz, I try my best to invest sa business. Reckless ako when it comes to investing. I think I'm in a stage of my life where calculated risk.
Sa tingin nyo, sir, bakit mas naging calculated yung mga decisions natin pagdating sa mga risk-taking?
Kasi before, parang I'm the type who is, tara game, let's do it. Which is not a bad thing, I would say. I think I should put in more time sa market study. Diba? Hindi na lang yung parang, oh sige game, kung meron ko naisip na negosyo, sige gawin natin kaagad. Diba? Kailangan siguro, pag-isipan mo muna, dapat maganda yung produkto mo.
Tama nga naman, sir. Hindi naman na biro tong pagbe-business. Isa na to sa mga dapat nating tinututukan, lalong-lalo na pag decision-making. Next question naman po, sir. Artista na po tayo. Ang dami na natin pera. Pero bakit pa po tayo pumasok sa food industry or sa pagbe-business?
Actually, kasi growing up as a kid, I came from a family na business-oriented talaga. It's more of like in showbiz yung nakakagulat na pinasok ko eh. Kasi it wasn't in my plans. Hindi naman ako kagapuan dati. For me, it was far-fetched yung acting. I feel like showbiz kasi is an industry na you never know kung kailan ka pwedeng mawala. Hindi mo alam kung may show ka, magkakaroon ka ng endorsements. Next thing you know, meron ng bagong
David Licauco.
bagong David Licauco, di ba? So I think it's wise to like invest your money in business.
May mga ganito talagang klaseng industry. Parang basketball din. Hindi natin alam kung kailan tayo may injured. Mas okay nang meron tayong pansarili natin na magkakaroon tayo na okay na income. Ang dami niyo pong hinahawakan tao, sir. Paano po kayo nakakahanap ng designated or tamang tao para sa task sa business niyo?
To be honest with you, it's been a challenge of mine. Actually, hindi lang ito yung negosyo ko. I have another food and beverage brand, Kuya Korea. So I have 3 branches. And ito, dalawa yung branches ko. The one in Molito and here in Opus Mall. And I also have yung mga sideline na construction. Ito actually yung pain point ko sa pagninegosyo, especially now na like yung showbiz ko is up there and business ko is like going up also. Before kasi, I was used to doing everything. Halos lahat ako, marketing, operation, finance, kausap ng suppliers, purchasing. But now, of course, I'm in this macro state na I have to start delegating. And it's been a problem of mine kasi medyo perfectionist ako. I tend to micromanage. So what I'm trying to learn is become a leader.
Being a perfectionist, paminsan it can be a weakness, lalong-lalo na, sir, kapag nag-handle tayo talaga ng business, no? Kailangan din natin maging isang leader, hindi lang basta business owner. Ilan taon po kayo, sir, nung in-start niyo po tong business niyo?
Started during the pandemic. Siyempre, that time, like, lahat tayo was facing uncertainties, di ba? Like, walang trabaho. At that time, wala akong showbiz job. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, what can I do? How can I make this crisis become an opportunity for me? So, what I did was, started studying business. Enroll ako sa London Business School. I had a mentor there. Tinanong niya ako, hey David, how come you don't have a business yet? Can I see your social media usage rate? Chinek ko, at that time, it was about 2 hours yung usage rate ko sa Instagram. And that was super bad, right? From there, sabi, oh, makes sense. The reason why you still don't have a business idea is because kapag nag-Instagram ka, di ba, paiba-iba yung kita nating content, yung brain natin, nawawire na maging scattered yung thinking. I call this meditative state every day. That's what I try to do para maging creative ako sa negosyo, sa pag-artista. That led me to being self-aware. Lahat nagiging clear eh, na parang, uy, pwede ko itong gawin ah. Yun, that really changed my life. Yung maling restaurants ko, I have a construction company. Mainly because of that self-awareness.
Importante naman talaga yung state of mind natin, lalo-lalo na sa umpisa pa lang ng araw natin. Ito po yung ginagawa natin sa social media ngayon. Pinapasok talaga natin yung mga magagandang ideas and of course, magagandang mindset din ng mga business owners katulad nyo.
Pero gusto ko lang sabihin na yung TikTok page mo, exception yun. You've been inspiring a lot of people, honestly. Props to you, bro.
Thank you, sir David.
Good
Thank you, sir. Paano po tayo nag-start mag-business? Ano pa po yung mga industry na pinasok natin way before this?
Actually, nagsimula ako sa boxing gym. Tapos nagkaroon din ako ng franchise ng isang fast food. Tapos nagkaroon din ako ng milk tea.
Ang dami din.
Oo, ang dami, which all failed. But failure does not define us. It's a lesson. Tuition fee, I would say. Mahal na tuition fee, but still tuition fee.
Ang busy po ng schedule natin, sir, lalo-lalo na sa pag-aartista. Gaano po tayo ka-hands-on pagdating dito sa mga business natin?
I would say super hands-on. I'm here every day. Palipat-lipat ako ng branches. I would say time management and also remembering why I'm doing this. Kasi ako ang why ko talaga sa buhay is make my 10-year-old self proud.
Lalo-lalo na sinabi nyo kanina, sir, no, na bata pa lang kayo, gusto nyo talaga maging business owner. So, saktong-sakto, align naman yung path natin. Next question po, sir, ano po yung trait na meron dapat ang isang artista na na-apply natin as a business owner?
Number one would be self-awareness. Because I feel like if you are self-aware, feel like you can do anything and you are more assertive. Number two would be never stop learning. Kahit na tanda na tayo, marami pa rin tayong kailangan matutunan. Number three, be nice to everybody. Because you never know who's gonna help you in the future.
Last question po, sir, ano naman po yung biggest lesson na nakuha nyo sa pagpasok sa iba't ibang industry?
I would say persistence. I failed so many times before, but that didn't stop me from going after what I want. Hindi ba? Like sobra. Hindi naman to nag-start ng, meron agad kaming restaurant, nag-start kami sa condominium, ako yung kumakausap sa Instagram, i-take ng orders, ako yung naghanap ng supplier, ako yung bumababa sa Grab, ako yung nagpa-packaging. Because of persistence, craving to learn, and now, second branch na kami. So I'm just really happy.
Grabe, sir, no? Congratulations. And kailangan passionate din tayo sa ginagawa natin. And I feel na itong ginagawa natin as a business owner, ito talaga yung passion natin bukod doon sa pag-aartista niyo, sir. So thank you so much for your time.
Salamat, salamat.
Pleasure to meet you po.